and welcome to all of our Gold viewers who are here with us today. I'm Kristen Schwarz, licensed midwife and one of the MCs here at Gold. And today I'm chatting with Genny Stiller about her upcoming presentation titled Nurturing Neurodivergent Families, Sensory Conscious Lactation Spaces, and Mental Health. Welcome, Genny.
Hi, thanks for having me.
It's wonderful to have you here. You are a part of the lecture pack of our breastfeeding and perinatal mental health lecture pack. But before we get into all the good stuff, the topic, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself. You are a pediatric nurse practitioner and an IBCLC. So describe a little bit your work and your journey.
Yeah, well, I started off as a registered nurse and then I decided to go back to school, and I'm now a board certified pediatric nurse practitioner, and decided lactation would be also interesting on top of that. So I'm also an IBCLC. And what's really interesting about me, or which kind of is this nomadic lifestyle that I live, I'm a military spouse. So we move every 3 years to a new country.
Oh,
So sometimes I'm reinventing my practice every 18 months, sometimes it's every 3 years. And lactation is the most flexible option there. And I just really find it interesting learning about new cultures and how to support lactation through different cultures.
and where are you now?
So currently I'm in Japan. I'm in central Japan outside
Wow.
of Yokohama. So yeah.
Wonderful. Yes,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. Yes. So you have to be quite flexible,
Yes,
with your
definitely.
practice and with your life there as well. So
Yeah.
let's go into the topic here, nurturing neurodivergent families. How did that come to happen? Are you neurodiverse yourself?
Yes, I am neurodivergent, and I didn't really think about how it impacted my lactation experience directly until really about 5 or 6 years ago.
Mhm.
And my daughter was diagnosed autistic, and at the time I thought, well, wow, there's going to be a lot of things that are different for you. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of things that were different from me. Why didn't I see that? Ah, that explains
Mm.
so much. That's why that was difficult, or that's why this is difficult still. And it propelled me into a hyper focus of learning about neurodivergence and lactation. And interesting, I thought there would be a lot of information out there when I went into looking at the research, but there really wasn't much out there
Mm.
yet back then. So
Interesting. Yeah.
yeah,
And so then you made it your life's work, your passion to really
exactly.
educate others, on the topic. And, for practitioners out there, we can only imagine, nursing or breast and chest feeding it's a very sensory experience, right? And for somebody who is neurodivergent, this can set off a lot of different emotions, things, overloads, or understimulation. So talk to me a little bit about that aspect of it.
Yes, you said it exactly right. Nursing, we'll talk about this in the presentation. There are over 40 different sensory inputs coming in during a
Wow.
single feeding, right? So
40.
I mean, some of my little ones nursed what seemed like every 12 minutes. And the
Mhm.
thing is with neurodivergence, sensory processing, they don't all get processed. There's a
Mhm.
backup sometimes of things getting processed from 12 hours ago. So
Mm.
it's this
Mhm.
cumulative impact that we didn't, or I know I didn't, I'll speak for myself, think about, even though I was experiencing it, I didn't know what to call it. So
Right.
when this presentation talking about nurturing neurodivergent families and mental health, we're talking about those things and how we can set up spaces that would be really supportive. We can't change how someone's processing sensory overload, but we can work to help them just hold space so they can do the
Mhm.
work. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and centering the family, centering that person, right?
exactly.
Give the best care possible, really meeting them where they are and what they need. And what I
Yes.
love about this in your presentation, you will give us actual tools how to do that, how to, set up space, how to really, even with little things that we can do. I'm really looking forward to this because you're giving us something that we can actually take into our practice right
Yeah.
away, right?
Yes. and that's what I want. I want to be able to help other clinicians support the me's. We talk about this, the 1.2 billion neurodivergent parents.
Wow,
So yeah.
that's a lot. Now, when you've been teaching this for quite a while, and you also offer programs, talk a little bit about that one, that
Yeah.
aspect.
As I mentioned, there wasn't a lot of information out there when 5 years ago when I started really getting into this. And I spent years doing research, putting out research, collaborating with other people in this field. And it all came to one great course, the Certified Neurodiverse Lactation Specialist. And it's been a great opportunity to teach lactation clinicians, registered nurses, and midwives all about providing neurodivergent affirming care in the lactation space. So I'm really proud of it. It's been really successful. Um, and for those who aren't ready to take the full, I'm all in, ready to support neurodivergent lactation support that way, I also sell just some of the signs that I showed in the presentation, also different tools to help build those sensory safe lactation spaces so you don't have to organically try and figure out all these things. It just guides you through it easily, and you can, work with the families to create those spaces. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Thank you for offering that. And when I was, during our talking here, I had a thought.
Yes.
This is fantastic to support neurodivergent families, but what about the practitioner? I can imagine,
Mm.
can this be helpful too to a neurodivergent practitioner, who maybe didn't even realize that this could also be something not that also helps them in their clinic to support themselves in
Yes.
their clinic, and that way also supply better care.
Yes, that's an excellent point. A lot of feedback that I have gotten from people is that there was kind of a self-discovery when they
Mm,
realized these things were supportive for other people. They also realized how supportive they were for themselves,
mhm.
thinking about their own workflow when everything feels overwhelming every day. I don't know what to expect, who's coming into office, how many
Right.
patients.
Yeah.
um, just having those clear things in place, it really lowers the demand, the overall demand on what your workflow will look like. I know I don't have to respond to 10 people asking me what's going to happen next. So you can,
Mhm.
by putting some of those things in place so other people know what to expect, you actually decrease a lot of the demand and overload on yourself. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
Oh,
really powerful.
fantastic. Yeah, it is really powerful. I really
Yeah.
enjoy this. And it's a big aha moment for me too, to learn all these different
Mhm.
setups and things we could do really to help our families and our clients, and to give the best possible care for them
Yes,
there as
yes.
well. Now,
Yeah.
before I let you go, any last words here, maybe a little nugget of wisdom or something you would like to leave with our viewers here today?
Yeah, you know what? I say this a lot, but I'm going to say it again, which is that neurodivergent individuals are experiencing life with heightened intensity, and lactation is no exception, which is why this particular presentation is so important. And I just want to be able to support as many people as we can effectively. And this is part of how we do that. So thank you.
Beautiful. Well, thank you very much for chatting here with me and for the upcoming presentation here at Gold. Jenny Stillard, it was
Thanks,
so nice
Kristen.
hosting you
Thanks,
here.
Kristen.
And for our viewers, if you would like to find out more about this wonderful presentation, Nurturing Neurodivergent Families, Sensory Conscious Lactation Spaces and Mental Health, this is part of our lecture pack, Breastfeeding and Perinatal Mental Health, Practical Tools for Fostering Emotional Safety. At the moment, this will be an add-on package for our Gold Lactation online conference. We get started with the conference April 2nd. So to find out more about the conference and this add-on lecture pack, go to goldlactation.com. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you at the conference. Bye bye everyone.
Bye.